In the quiet suburb of Willow Creek, the lawns were always mowed, the sidewalks swept clean, and the houses painted in compliant pastels. It was a place where silence was golden, and the HOA, the Homeowners Association, ruled with an iron fist in a velvet glove. The president of the HOA, Margaret Halbrook, was a retired judge, feared, respected, and known for handing out violation notices like Halloween candy. Her rules were absolute, her word final. Then came Daniel Reyes, a 34-year-old ex-police officer, who had just moved in with his teenage daughter, Lila. He wasn't fond of rules, and Margaret didn't like rebels. In his first week, Daniel received 3 violations. One for having a garbage bin left outside for 18 minutes past pickup, another for Lila's skateboard ramp in the driveway, and the third for wind chimes that were too loud. Neighbors warned him, "Don't poke the bear." Margaret has a file on every resident, but Daniel didn't listen. He knew something felt off. One night, while walking his dog at 2 a.m., Daniel noticed the HOA clubhouse lights were on. Curious, he peered through the window. Inside, Margaret was shredding papers, stacks of them. Financial documents, violation reports, even neighborhood maps with red X's. She wasn't alone. With her was Todd Brewster, the HOA treasurer. They were arguing. Margaret hissed, "If this audit goes public, we're finished. I told you to cook the books better." Daniel pulled out his phone and began recording. Suddenly, a loud crack echoed through the air. The lights went out. The next morning, Margaret Halbrook was found dead in her rose garden, stabbed, and her body half buried under mulch. The HOA called it a tragic gardening accident. No police, just a private cleanup crew. But Daniel wasn't buying it. He posted anonymously on the neighborhood app. Margaret didn't die by accident. Check the security footage from the clubhouse. HOA is hiding something. 2 hours later, Daniel's mailbox was smashed. His car tires slashed. That night, Lila vanished. A voicemail played on Daniel's phone. "Stop digging or she disappears forever." HOA protects its own. Fueled by rage, Daniel broke into the HOA clubhouse. Inside, he found a hidden room behind a bookshelf. There were dozens of files, each labeled with a resident's name. Photos, legal documents, financials, even private medical records. It was blackmail. Margaret and Todd had been running a neighborhood-wide extortion scheme using HOA violations to leverage silence and obedience. Anyone who resisted, got fined, threatened, or worse, disappeared. Daniel downloaded everything. But just as he turned to leave, Todd walked in, gun drawn. "You shouldn't have come here," Todd sneered. "You were a cop. You should know better than anyone. Power isn't given, it's taken." But Daniel didn't flinch. He threw a flashbang he kept from his SWAT days and escaped into the night. By sunrise, the files were posted online. News vans,